Hello Cancer, welcome to your tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. Okay. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that 9 of discs. Beautiful, beautiful energy, very active, very positive energy. Great things are happening right now. Already a lot of earth going on, a lot of water. Water and earth. Water and earth. These are some good energies. If there's anything you need me to pray over, meditate upon, send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments, okay? Alright, finished up with the Dove and Serpent spread here. This looks really amazing. This is really going to be a great reading for you. Very successful, very strong, very determined, very successful, very lucrative. Let's do our mystery card here before we forget about it. We're going to use the Waite Smith deck for the mystery card. And this is the card that we're going to set aside. We're not going to look at this until the very end. In fact, we're going to let the alien kind of sit on that until we're done. And that is the card that is hopefully going to tie everything together and give us the confirmation at the end of the reading. So let's look around. We've got the water and the earth over here. Path of the Serpent, we've got a couple of major arcana. We've got water, fire. Water, fire. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. I think the Path of the Serpent really is kind of the more esoteric side of things, to be honest with you. Not to kind of to start elsewhere, to throw things out of order, but to have this moon energy as our general energy, the bottom of the Path of the Serpent, I feel like, Cancer, right now you're going through an intense period of self-discovery. You're going through this intense kind of investigation of your interior world, right? And I feel like it's kind of this, Mercury in the underworld kind of vibe, right? It's kind of a little bit of Virgil escorting Dante through the circles of hell, right? Now, don't get frightened by that word, okay? I feel like this is a journey of self-discovery for you. I think you're really learning a lot about yourselves, and you're going to really find that it's a strengthening, empowering process. I just want to make sure that that is stated right at the beginning, that this is going to have such power for you. It really is amazing. The 9 of Pentacles that we start with, this is your active pursuit of things. This is you actively gaining. This is the Lord of Gain, this card, keyword. This is bringing things into your life actively. You're not waiting for things to happen. You're someone that goes out and makes things happen, right? You are an influencer. You are a producer. You are someone that participates rather than spectates. Okay? You don't wait for things. You go out and you make them happen. You have this ability. And I think right now in your life, especially, you have this ability. I think you're very focused on some sort of career or business thing. You're working very hard at it. And I think that hard work is going to pay off, honestly, because we've got that 6 of discs too. The 9 is you doing the work. This is you gaining, in perhaps small increments. You're making progress. You're seeing your thing growing, your business, your career, whatever it is, your project. You're noticing that, yeah, things are getting better. I'm getting bigger. This company's getting more successful, whatever's going on. You can see that now. You can track it in the numbers. You know what's happening, right? And that's through your effort, your consistent day-to-day efforts. We've got this Prince of Discs underneath everything. It's hard work. This card's nose to the grindstone. You're making it happen. What is happening? What is this all going to result in? Well, material success. We can take this as literal as you want and say that your financial situation is going to reach a state of perfect balance, perfect harmony, and success. Through your efforts, through incremental gains, right? Through small progress, through this kind of day-to-day effort, okay? And through the nose to the grindstone. Through you not giving up, not really thinking much about it, not overanalyzing, not doubting, not questioning, not trying to rethink things. Nose to the grindstone, daily progress, just working hard, basically, right? Through your own efforts. Through participating rather than spectating. And this is that kind of brilliant success. It could be a career, a job, a business that you're building. It could be some kind of project. It could be an organization or a charity. Anything, all sorts of things. Let me know, right? Share that with us if you want. Because I feel like you're right on the verge of this tremendous success, okay? Things are going to really come together in a way that kind of, it's like you're going to get that level up where things are suddenly just going to just be glowing. Things are just going to reach a point where there's no doubt now. It's like, you still have to work hard, of course. We see that in the future with the 5 of discs in the immediate future here. But it's like you've reached that level of success where now it's pretty much guaranteed. Now things are just glowing, shining, right? It's a brilliant success here. And you do have to continue working hard. This is the 5 of Pentacles. This is about moving this success around. Not just amassing this 6 of Pentacles. We don't have a 10 of Pentacles. It's not just this state of wealth where you're just swimming in money now. This is about you taking the rewards, taking what you're gaining, and reinvesting it in this business, in this work, in this project. Maybe it's a spiritual thing. Maybe it's a relationship. Whatever it is, the progress that you're making needs to be reinvested. Okay, that's why we see a 5. That's why, honestly, we have this 9 underneath. And then we're going to a 6, to a 5, back to a 6, back to a 5. We keep growing and expanding and gaining, I apologize for my voice, through reinvesting everything back in. This isn't just thinking that we've made it, we've achieved success, and now we're just spending money like it's going out of style. No, we're being smart. We're reinvesting it. Okay, reinvesting. Behind everything, a 2 of Cups. I think the reason why you can do this, the reason why you're achieving such success here, is because you found that thing that gives you the purpose, that gives you that meaning. It gives you that love feeling that you want to do this, that enthusiasm. You know, you found the meaning to life. And this is the answer. Right now, at least for you. This is your thing. This is your creativity. This is your love. This is your passion. This is what you know you're supposed to be doing right now. And because you found this, that's why you're going to be successful. Okay? And now, just like with the 6 and the 5 of discs, here we have this 2, which is the state of being in love, right? With whatever this work is, whatever your passion is, right? You're in that state of union with it. Well, we see a 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Pentacles here, the 5 of Cups up here, talking about movement of this energy now, this love energy. So just like the 6 of Pentacles, it's not enough to just be here in this state. We've got to move that money around. We've got to move this water around. We've got to reinvest it, right? So in order to keep this 2 of Cups flowing, this love energy, this connection, this meaning, this purpose, we have to find ways to always be falling back in love with this work that we do, right? And that could be through different creative channels, through expanding, through new products, new design, whatever it takes. To reinvest this love, right? So that you don't lose this kind of enthusiasm. And I think that's a big part of it. We have water and earth here. Water and earth, water and earth. I think you need to be in love with what you do in order to be successful at it. And I think when you're successful, you have to reinvest that success into the business to keep the success going. When you're in love with something, you have to keep reinvesting in that love to keep that feeling alive, right? And that feeds into the earth, it feeds into the water. It's a very close relationship here in your life, at least right now. I think this is very important for you. I think this is a critical message. And I think that at the same time that you're doing this, this feels very external, right? Very exterior, very outward. We have on the path of the serpent this interior work. Starting with this moon energy, new moon energy. The darkness of the underworld. I think that through this work that you've been doing, you have been learning a lot about yourself. You're starting to see the connection between the water and the earth in your life. And I think you have this sense of the dawn that is just about to happen. The sunrise that you're right on the edge of. Just about to crest over the horizon. You can see it in this card. That solar disk is just about ready to pop up. So you know, you can sense it. You're right on the verge of this greatness. This beautiful success, this leveling up. This intense achievement. You can sense it, that you're right there. You're right there. And the reason why this is all taking place, the reason why you're right on the doorstep of this change is because of that little beetle down there. And that little beetle is your understanding of your own process of evolution. You're understanding this water and earth interaction, this symbiosis here. You're understanding how this all relates together. And it's through this process, the water and the earth, that you're growing, you're transforming, you're evolving, right? Just like a plant or something. And that is the process that is pushing this solar disk higher and higher until you just about hit this level up. This glow up, this blow up, whatever you want to call it. I've heard it called all sorts of silly things. And a large part of that is your own intelligence, honestly. Plain and simple. You're smart. You know what you're doing. This is the magician, Mercury energy. Magician's not dumb. You know what you're doing. You've planned this out. Maybe since you were a kid, you knew that this was how your life was going to go. You knew that you were going to be working on these things, and that one day it would all just happen. It would all come together. And whether this was a conscious planning, even when you were a kid, like mapping out how to do it, what to do. I think everything that if you look back at your life, I think every choice you've made, everything you learned, everything you would practice, every game you would play, every skill, every book you would read, it all ties into this. Right? Maybe at the time you didn't think of it, you were doing it for other reasons. But now looking back, you're thinking, damn, every book I've read, every movie I've watched is part of what's making this happen now. It's part of who I am. And all of that like knowledge, even if it seems useless, or all of that experience, all of that learning, all of that reading, or whatever, is going into this, is part of this, is what is the magic that's making this happen. And damn if that isn't a really good feeling, It's so good, in fact, that our happiness is in the position of what we don't want. That sounds strange. That sounds really strange. This is the Nine of Cups. This is about the pursuit of happiness. This is about you pursuing satisfaction, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, fulfillment and pleasure and the satisfaction of your desires. But you don't want this. You don't want this. What you want instead is the Nine of Wands. You want strength. You want, this is kind of fame and fortune right here, right? This is really, well, we've got the fortune, let's say, over here on the path of the dove. This maybe is the fame, but fame in such a way, maybe not literal fame, maybe not celebrity, but this idea of taking who you are on the inside, your interior reality, and wearing it on the outside, expressing yourself in the world in reality. Your head and your heart, your conscious and unconscious, interior and exterior, both reflect you, the spiritual you, right? Your true nature. And this is something, I think that's fame. That's, well, that's celebrity, I guess, but not in the terms of being recognized by other people, but in having your exterior match your interior, right? It's a reflection of who you are. And to other people, this may seem like a very eccentric person, or maybe you like to dress with style, maybe you're kind of flashy. But this is the ability now to know who we are and to be confident in ourselves, to be strong in who we are, to have that connection with the moon energy down here, with spirit, with our heart, right? With the water energy that's over here, with what we discover down here with magician and this moon energy, and express that outwardly in what you do and how you do it, the way you walk, the way you talk, right? Now, not literal. I mean, those are just kind of basic, but to fully embrace yourself. Fully embrace yourself. And I think this is really what we're after. We're not after, happiness. And this is kind of maybe the fortune side of it. We don't care much for that. It's not about the physical wealth or pleasure or the luxury, It's about being who we are and expressing ourselves and feeling that it's okay to do that. It's okay to be ourselves in the world, right? So this goes a lot deeper than just fame and fortune and making a success out of whatever this work is that you're doing, right? There's a deeper component here that goes beyond the mere satisfaction of desires. It's a satisfaction of your soul, really. Now, I don't want to say that this Nine of Cups is no good, that we don't want it. It's in the position of what we don't want, because I think it's showing that there's something else more important. The Nine of Wands, that strength, that inner resolve, that confidence is more important than the satisfaction of desires. But trust me, we still want this too. We still do want that. But that takes a second seat, second position to what's going on with that Nine of Wands. I want to see what's going on with this mystery card. I'm wondering if this is going to be a way for us to kind of integrate everything all at once. The water, the earth, the fire. Maybe we need the air energy to bring it all together, to be the kind of glue that holds all of this together. Maybe the world or universe card can be the container within which all of this can happen at once, where you can have literally everything, Let's see. Well, this is the judgment. This is the final judgment, the trumpet call to your future, the rebirth, the reawakening. This card is absolute fire. Absolute fire. And the Nine of Wands here is that fire. That's that confidence. That's that fame. And I don't think I'm using the right word. But for me, I'm getting the image of a famous person who, you know, has the freedom or the luxury to express themselves however they choose, right? However they choose. They don't have to feel self-conscious or, you know, there's nobody telling them. I mean, I'm sure there is. But the idea is that they are just such like characters, you know, because they're just expressing themselves and being creative in every aspect of their life because they have that confidence. Or so it seems. I know it's probably not accurate. But that's that real fire energy, that real confidence, the real inner strength that just is pouring out of you. And that is what is going to allow you to go through this process. This is the eon or judgment, rebirth, reawakening, the baptism by fire. We've got the water in the earth, water in the earth, water in the earth. To get all of this, we need the confidence to go through this doorway. And this doorway is really the final step for you. It's going through that portal to this fortune and glory, this fame, this wonderful leveling up, this success. Okay. I don't think my words are really doing it justice. I think that I'm unable to convey the true intensity of this, you know. But it kind of feels like the end of the process is this intense confidence. But also this intense confidence is the only way you're going to step through that doorway into this future, into this success, into this, maybe this limelight, into this this celebrity kind of thing. You know? It doesn't feel very, very Cancer to me. Because I think this is something new. This is something something that we're learning about ourselves down here. It's a new side of you, kind of. It's a new, it's a realization of what you really want, who you really want to be, how you want to be. And I don't mean that literally you're trying to just get famous or something. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. But in order to experience this kind of leveling up, we have to have the confidence to walk through this fiery doorway. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of confidence. It's going to be kind of intense. It's going to be a lot of heat, you know. You're going to have to really push yourself to get through this. But it's so worth it. So worth it. We're going to do a quick extended. If you want to stick around, click on the link that's up here somewhere. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Cancer, but for all of the signs. I hope you will join me because I want to see if we can maybe dive into some details about where this might be taking place or what kind of work that you're doing, or maybe if there's a timeline or something or some other factor that's involved here. I want to thank you for letting me read for you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if this is resonating with you. And thank you so much for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.